For this video, I got two main topics on the agenda that we'll talk about today, so let's get into it. So, the first thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is my progression, which I am pretty much 3 out of 5 challenges completed, almost. So, I got it to where I can wheelie the entire road. I can circle wheelie most of the time. I can scrape and I can almost save it. The main hurdles now is to be able to it's to be able to, dang, that was the first wheelie of the day. So the two main challenges that I'm going to be struggling with is hitting a no-hander. The no-hander, all I need to do is take both hands off for a second, put them back on, that'll be good enough for me for the 50. And I'll get better at them on a bigger bike. And then the next challenge that is gonna give me a lot of trouble are the combos, and the reason being is right now all I got is set downs and stand-ups. I really need to lock in and get the stand-ups on the pegs, because that is what that'll be the easiest to transfer into, is from set down to standing on the pegs mid wheelie, and then from that I can transfer higher up. And knee knockers too. I haven't even been practicing knee knockers. But my stand-up wheelies have been getting pretty good. Let's see if we can hit a decent one here. It's been very windy these past few days. I think it'll be in no time I'll be able to wheelie the whole road like that. It's just mainly committing and building the confidence to stay on the throttle. I kind of flipped the throttle because I'm a little worried about going too far over. I'm still trying to find that perfect balance point. But I'm thinking for my daily wheelie videos, soon I'm gonna take a break at posting the C-standers and go to double pegs. That way I can learn to start comboing them. Now, I think I'm in the wrong gear. The second main thing that I want to talk about today, and I don't know if it's just becoming a more common thing, or if it's Instagram's algorithm recommending it to me, but I've been seeing more and more of people getting on motorcycles who have no idea what they're doing, and then just going and crashing in the street. Like, I saw a video today, and mostly it's really small Instagram accounts just posting these videos. I don't know why they're posting them, but like I saw one, and this guy is he lane splits in front of cars. He lane splits to the front. It's whatever, I'm cool with lane splitting if you're good at riding. He gets to the front, sits there, light turns green, he stalls, starts it back up, and then 12 o'clocks it and flips over. And it's like, how do you do that? Like, if you're splitting lanes, you should not be or well, if you can't even like take off without stalling, you should not be splitting lanes or going to red lights. Because like the thing is riding a motorcycle is pretty easy, and it's super easy to avoid getting in an accident by just being a skilled rider. Like, if you just take the time one day in a parking lot, and you can ride a street bike. Like, I had a friend explain to me over the phone how to ride a street bike, and I learned it in like a day. Like, in a parking lot, I got down braking and stopping. And another thing, like, if you're doing street riding, if you ever plan to get a motorcycle and you're doing street riding, most accidents, even if they're not your fault, if it's another car, Most, not all, there's some that are unavoidable, but a lot of accidents can be completely avoided by just being good at knowing how to like brake, stop, swerve, basic stuff that you can learn in a parking lot. You can actually avoid most accidents. I've seen like a few videos that are like completely unavoidable, like this one guy sitting at an intersection and a car runs the red light, gets hit, and the car that gets hit just goes like flying in his direction. It's like, okay, yeah, there's nothing he could have done, unless if he just like jumped into the seat and jumped over the car that flew and hit him, which would be like impossible. But yeah, I just keep seeing these videos. Like, you should really not go out into the street if you're going to be stalling. Because what's gonna happen is you're probably gonna get rear-ended when you stall. Like, and then like also cars, people in cars, most people never ridden a motorcycle before. They don't look out for motorcycles. They don't expect to see motorcycles. They don't understand how motorcycles ride. So that's something you gotta be like really cautious of. Like with motorcycles, you can engine brake on them. Like if you downshift, it's gonna slow down a ton without even braking. So you have no brake light coming on, no warning that you're stopping. It's just like a sudden stop. That's one of the reasons why bikes get rear-ended. Because either their brake light is too small, or there is no brake light because they're engine braking and not using the brakes. So maybe I'm just being a, I don't know, a killjoy or whatever, or uptight about it. I don't think so though, because I be messing around doing, you know, I don't really be riding serious. Like with this bike, I do all stunting. My other bike is a corner bike. I don't really be cornering anymore, but I don't know. I just like it. I just feel it's too easy to get good at riding a motorcycle. Like, just go in a parking lot. Just go in a parking lot. Hit your rear brake as hard as you can. And you see how like I slid like that? Now I know what the limit of my rear brakes are. Like, that's what I did. Like, I just went into a parking lot and I just started like braking as hard as I could till like the back wheel would come up, and I'm like, okay, so that's how hard I can brake if someone pulls out in front of me. Or and like braking as hard as I could with my rear brake. It's like, okay, if I stomp my rear brake this hard, that's when I'm gonna lose traction. And then, you know, I just kept doing that, using both of them to the point where I could like stop like right away. Another thing, I think I talked about this in a video before, but I had someone tell me that said they were commenting on my Instagram videos, and they were like, let me know when your clutch burns out or whatever. And I try to explain to him like clutches don't burn out from doing wheelies, and he's like, a clutch doesn't last forever. Yeah, obviously, you know, a clutch doesn't last forever, but they don't just burn out from doing wheelies. The way you burn a clutch out, I'm not gonna do it, but is holding your clutch halfway in, partway way in, slipping it, and then just, you know, on the throttle. That's how you burn a clutch. Clutches, in the name, burn, it's from them getting really hot. And the way you get them really hot is partially engaging them while giving throttle. So they're spinning while partially engaged, generating heat. Just like if you were to ride while holding your brakes down, if you had brake rotors, they would get really hot from that and warp your rotors. Pretty much the same concept. So the main way people burn their clutches up are they're either a new rider, they're either new or inexperienced, okay? So a new rider, they tend to overcompensate for trying not to stall, so when they try to take off, they give it way more throttle while holding the clutch in to try to not stall. That's like a common thing with new riders. Or they don't know much about motorcycles, you know. Like, not everybody is a mechanic, not everybody knows this stuff, but if your clutch is not adjusted right and your clutch is too tight, then even when your lever's fully disengaged, your clutch could still be partly engaged and it could be burning it up. Like, I met this one guy and he was asking me, he was like, do you work on motorcycles? And I was like, pretty much. Like, I do work for people I know and some random people. And he was like, well, my bike, for some reason, like, it doesn't feel like it has like all the power. It's like it goes, but it doesn't have like all the power I feel like it should have. Like, and I was like, what do you mean? He's like I accelerate and it's like not going. It feels like it's holding back. I was like, okay. And he was like, my clutch feels really tight too, and I don't know if that's an issue, like something's wrong with my clutch. Looked at his lever, and his lever was as tight as it could be, and his clutch was only in halfway. So like, I properly adjusted it for him. I was like, it's a good thing you said something about that, because you would have burned your clutch out continuing riding like that. And he was like, this just unlocked like double the power I had before. And I was like, yeah, you're only engaging like half your clutch. It was slipping whenever you accelerated. And then, obviously, like, over time, your clutch will just eventually go out. Like, not everything is going to last forever. But wheelies are not going to burn your clutch if you know how to wheelie. If you do it properly, which is just pulling in, accelerating. My brother's been thinking about getting a bike, but he doesn't want to spend the money on it. And he's thinking about getting a DRZ 400 SM. Because he just wants something to do. And I was asking him, like, does he want to just ride around or what? Or does he want to learn wheelies? Because I was like, if he wants to learn wheelies, he can use this one and continue saving money. Whoa. But I'm getting pretty close to be able to do the 110 build. I've been looking around for like cheap options. I've been finding some options like really cheap, but they tend to be far away. So like, if I can find a Grom with no title, will probably be the cheapest. Like, somebody lost the title or just doesn't have it, that will probably be the cheapest option, because all I need from the Grom is the engine, the forks, and the swing arm. The fairings, the frame, all that stuff, don't need it. I just need the things that go along with the engine, the dash, the electronics, the battery, all that stuff. The swing arm, the tire, the chain, the brakes, all that stuff. And then, the forks and the tire. I got distracted for a second. I'll be back in a moment. Sorry about that. I got distracted for a second with something that came up. But we're back. I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh yeah, finding I was talking about what I needed off the Grom. For a CRF 110 though, I don't want to pay a lot for a CRF 110. Because here's the thing, okay? All I need is the frame, I think, okay? I need to do some more research in the build, but mostly what I need is the frame, okay? Obviously I'm gonna need fairings, but I don't really want red or white fairings. I want black fairings so I can put blue graphics on it. So I feel like all I really need is a frame. The hard thing though is finding a 2019 plus frame. It needs to be 2019, because the ones before 2019, the frames are completely different. The frames, instead of it being like rounded and the gas tank kind of sets inside the frame and then the engine's underneath that, is a frame like this where the frame is in the center and the gas tank sets around it. So that's why I need the 2019 version, because I think the 2019 will be easier to do. It's just a little bit different. I think the frame's a little bit bigger, which is what I'm gonna want with a 125 engine in it. I talked about in the last video about how I have a WR250X with like no engine, which there is the option of rebuilding that, but I kind of really want to move to the 110 first, get better at doing like stoppies and stuff like that on the smaller bike, and then go to the WR. I don't know though what will be the plan. I still have to hit the combos and the no-handers. If I get close to hitting a combo or a no-hander though, then I'm probably going to go in and start doing the build. And when I do videos on it, the videos are going to be really spaced out because, like, I don't know, it's going to take me a bit to do the build, gathering up the parts and the funds to, like, do it. So, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be so sick though. Like, I'm going to take my time building it and doing it right. And then this bike, who knows what will happen with it. I think what I might do with this bike is see if my brother wants to use it to learn. And if he doesn't, I'm gonna list this bike for like, I don't know how much I should list it for. I see other 50s going for like an okay price. I got this thing for $900, okay? And I put a decent amount of money back into it. I'm gonna try to see if I can break even or make a profit off of it. I'm gonna figure out the math of how much money I put into it and break as even as we can, if that's possible. It probably won't be, but it'd be pretty sick if I did break even. I cannot wait for brake discs though. Brake discs are gonna be so nice. Cause like when I go to scrape this thing, I'm stomping the brake as hard as I can to keep this thing from like going over. Whoa. I just realized something. I don't remember if I uploaded the daily video on YouTube yesterday. I know I put it on Instagram, but I don't remember if I hit publish on that video or not. I really do not remember. I hope I did. I'll probably check that in a moment. Whoa. Ah, messed that up. That was not good at all. Whew. Alrighty. Let's get a circle wheelie in, and then we're gonna end the video there. And by circle wheelie, I mean we're standing up. These things have became addicting. It's crazy how far I've came. Like, my control with these have gotten way better. They're still not perfect, but it's pretty good. Woo! I pulled it in the clutch and, like, I guess because it was heading downhill, it just dropped it straight back. Alright, well, this is where we'll end the video. Peace.